What's up YouTube, back with another video today, another workout. Today is a lower body, more dynamic kind of day, so we're going to be focusing on a little bit of plyometrics once again. Then we're going to do some jump work, but we'll be broad jumps today, working a bit of horizontal force. And then we're going to do some single leg exercises, so like one day a week I like to do focus more on single leg exercises. I think it gives a little bit rest to the spine, especially when you're doing bilateral ones, like let's say heavy back squats or heavy trap bar. You know, it's a lot of compression on the spine. Not that they're bad exercises, but I like to have one day a week more focused on single leg stuff, and one day a week more focused on double leg stuff. So today's going to be reverse Zercher squats. No, reverse Zercher lunges. Sorry. And then we're going to do some single leg RDLs, and then we're going to do some, I think it is a little bit of groin work and a little bit of hip flexor work, if we can. We're actually outside today working out, so it's a really nice day, so it's nice. I think I prefer working out outside a lot more than working out in a gym. There's just a lot more freedom, and if it's sunny, it's so much better. So yeah, that's on the card today. I've still got a little bit of back pain. I've had a little bit of back pain for the past few days. Went a bit too heavy on a squat, and it's still quite sore, the lower back, but we're just going to see what we can do. I'm not expecting to go too heavy with anything just because of that. But we'll just get warmed up, we'll get into the workout, and we'll see how we feel. We'll just, if I have to do a little bit less intensity, then that's what we'll do. But we'll still get a good workout in, and we'll just see what happens. So just get right into it. Okay, we're going to do our medium tier plyos. We've already done our light plyos, which was just a hop series, just a different kind of single leg hops. So we're going to do medium tier plyos now, which is going to be single leg and medium hops. So we're just going to be hopping forward, trying to be rhythmic and cyclic with the leg, just trying to flick it back up to the hips. Again, this is how I like to do it, you know, light, medium, high intense plyometrics. And today's a single leg day because yesterday we did the double leg day for the more acceleration focus. We did like bilateral exercises for more output. Today's more about single leg plyometrics, a little bit of output on the single leg stuff. So we're going to do medium plyos, which is just trying to be nice and rhythmic. Then we're going to go into the hops with tuck, more high intense ones. All we're trying to do with these is working a little bit of rhythm, get a little bit springy off the floor. So we don't want to be like spending too much time on the floor, but we also want to be nice, controlled. We want to roll through our whole foot. We're kind of landing on mid foot towards the toes, and then flicking up that heel, just to get a little bit of rhythm with it. We don't want to like leave our heel just like this, and just come like that. It's not very athletic, it's not very bouncy or springy. It's not what we're looking for. We're going to be able to flick that heel back up. Also trying to be nice and rhythmic with the arms, just to make it a little bit easier to do it with the leg. So we're going to do, because obviously the arms, the lower body and upper body work in sync, so they work together. So if your arm swing is fucked up or messed up, it's going to mess up your leg swing also. So we're going to do 3 sets of this, 8 reps, then go into the high intense ones. Okay, now we're going to go into hops with a tuck. These are like the high intense plyos for the day. So we're going to be trying to be nice and, for output with these ones, nice and high intense. We're trying to lift that knee nice and high, up to almost hip height, so we're having to land and having to rebound ourselves off that floor while moving forward. So this is what they look like. We also want these to be a little bit rhythmic. We also want these to be a little bit rhythmic as well, just like the medium hops. But also, we're going to get more intense out of these ones. We're going to get more dropping from a higher height, so you're having to rebound from a higher height and then redirect that force up and horizontal. Okay, because my back's a little bit too painful, I'm not going to be able to do the broad jumps. Just landed in that really deep position at the end of it. It's kind of making it really sore. But I still want to get a little bit of a jump session in. So instead of doing the broad jump, we're just going to do a standing jump. We're going to try and reach in one of the branches up here. So obviously for the jump session, you need to have some intent into it. If I'm just jumping in position, I don't feel like I'm getting the right stimulus. So I want someone to try and attack. So we're going to aim for one of the branches up there and see how we get on. It's still a little bit sore doing this, but it's a lot better than the broad jumps, because just landing in that deep position is a bit sore. So we'll just try and do what we can. It's probably not going to be the best jump session. I'm not going to get my best reps in, but I still want to do something, so we'll just see what we can get. Even doing this, I still can't get as low as I want to get that most power to get up. But I'm just going to try and not go as low when I'm going to jump, and that seems to be working okay. That seems to be fine. So we're just going to keep doing this. We'll do a few reps of it, probably up to 20, maybe a little bit more, and then we're going to go on to the strength work, see what we can do. Because that's the best thing to do with an injury. Like, you just got to try and adapt. Because like a lot of injuries, you can still work through the pain, or like work around the pain anyway. Because my back's still a little sore doing this, but it's not like excruciating where like I would need to stop. I can still get a good stimulus in, even though it's not exactly what I want. I'm still managing to get a workout in, still managing to get a stimulus in, still managing to get those reps in. So still good. But obviously, if you're in really bad pain, don't work out. We don't want to make it worse. But I just kind of like know my pain. I know what my body can handle. So that's why I know I can do this and be okay after. But yeah, we're going to do a few more reps. Okay, that wasn't the best session in the world, jump session obviously, because like I'm a bit limited with the back pain. Wasn't able to jump as high. They were probably like really crap. I'm not even sure how high that is, but I bet it's not good. Doesn't feel, the technique's a little bit off. Having to go on my toes a lot when I'm trying to take off, which probably isn't ideal, especially when I'm like coming down. I'm kind of going on my toes just to stay off my back a little bit. But at least we got some reps in. That's all I wanted. Because I don't want to just do nothing. I still want to get the jump reps in. Obviously, jumping high, sprinting fast, like two of my main goals this summer. So I don't want to just stop that completely. Even if I have a little bit of pain, I can still work around it. So, okay, now we're going to go into a weight session. Reverse Zercher lunges. We'll just see how we feel. Okay, now we're on the strength work. Zercher reverse lunges. First set felt okay. I only did the bar, but didn't feel any pain in my back at all. I think obviously having it, the weight front loaded, helps a lot rather than having it on my back. So let's just see. This is 60 kilo. I think last time I did these, I managed to get up to 100 kilo. For 3 or 5 reps, but let's just do 60, see how it feels, and then take it from there. Nice, yeah, that feels fine. Don't feel any pain in the back, so we're going to load up a little bit more. We'll go up to 80, see how that feels. I think obviously, as I said, just having this front loaded helps a lot with the pressure on my back, because when the load's at the front, it's obviously not putting as much stress or pressure on my lower back, so that's helping with this exercise. Because obviously I don't think I'd be able to do any kind of back squats at any kind of intensity at the moment. Just like when I get into that low position, just when I'm flexing my spine a little bit, I just feel it and it comes on a lot. So we're not going to try and do any of that, but with this it feels fine. We're just going to go up to 80, as I said, see how it feels. Another 5 reps, and see if we can go heavier. We're going to do extra sets today, because we haven't done a lot of strength work recently, so I want to do a little bit more of it. We've been focusing more on the plyos, the sprints, and the jumps, and it's been great. But we need to get a bit stronger, so we're going to work a bit more on that. So we'll do a few more sets than normal. I felt fine, but I think we're going to stick with this weight. Just scared to go a little bit heavier right now. But yeah, done another 2 more sets, then we're going to move to RDLs. Whew. Okay, move on to single leg RDLs. 60 kg, and see how they feel. Could go a little bit heavier. Going to go up to 70. Again, we're not going to go too heavy with these because I didn't feel it on my back right now, but I know if I go too heavy, I'll end up using my back, which I don't want to be doing at the moment. You never would do that anyway with RDLs, but well, maybe a little bit, but right now especially because my back's still a little bit sore, I don't want to have to make it worse. So it's just happy to be able to work out still. Just shows like before I definitely would have before just not worked out at all this week, just taking a week off, and whether that would have helped or not, I'm not sure, but this is definitely like I'm just happy to be able to work around the injury rather than just sitting doing nothing, because I think if I sat and did nothing, I feel like I would stiffen up, the back would stiffen up, make it a little bit worse. But at least right now I'm getting moving, because I know when I sit down for long periods of time,
for some reason my mic stopped working here, but all we were doing was a little bit of groin work, just to exert your lateral squats. It's actually one of my favourite exercises.
When I'm moving about,
because not only does it work on strength, but you also get a little bit of mobility. I don't feel anywhere near as painful. Well, right now it doesn't feel so at all. Position helps with the hips. I'm just happy with that. And also strengthens the groins, obviously, because you're strengthening those muscles. So yeah, this is one of my favourite exercises. Strong. So basically, I was just doing these. I did 2 sets of 10 reps, so 5 each leg.
Yeah, we're going to stick with 70 though. We're going to go too heavy.
We didn't end up doing our hip flexor work just
these single leg RDLs for years, to be honest. Normally we do either kickstand ones or just normal RDLs. But because, again, as I said, it's a little bit less load on the spine, it's not as sore, yeah, it's a little less load, so like that's why I like doing these at the moment. I think the only issue with these, like loading them heavy, is quite difficult, because obviously you're only on one leg, and it kind of turns into more of a balance exercise sometimes, because when you take that leg up, you're just trying to balance while doing the RDL, so it means you can't go too heavy with these, which isn't the best for outputs and like anything like that, but yeah, it's still a good exercise and it's still working really well. So we're going to do 2 more sets. We're going to do 3 sets of 5, 6 each set, and then we're going to go into a little bit of groin work and then a little bit of hip flexor work maybe. Oh, felt good. A little bit annoying, I don't have my straps with me, so I can't go any heavier anyway. So my forearms are giving away a lot, but take this and do 1 more set. Okay, cool, that has just done another session today. That was a good one. It's a bit frustrating, still having to work around this back pain. It's a bit frustrating because, like, obviously I'm not able to do a lot of the exercises I want, especially the jump training and the sprints. They're not as good as they should be, or they would have been had my back not been sore. So it's just a little bit frustrating, because it was a really stupid thing I did. Just didn't need to squat that much weight. I just tried to squat too heavy, and it was at my home, so I didn't have any pins to weight on, so it ended up just collapsing on me. I was in a bit of a nightmare position. I just had to throw it off my back, but it's obviously really hurting the lower left side, specifically the lower back. So like even like sitting down and getting up, it's like an issue, and it's quite sore. So being able to work around that, I mean, it's working. I mean, I did a sprint session yesterday and it was difficult. My sprint times, well, I actually got my best ever, but I think if I was fully fit, my sprint times would have been way better. But obviously it was a lot difficult, like it just didn't feel right sprinting at all. And then today, with the Zercher reverse lunges was quite nice. They didn't feel any pain at all in the back. I think just having that load at the front of your body just takes that pressure off the spine and the lower back, so it was handy. Just disappointed with the jump session. Like, I'll say I wasn't able to jump at all really. I did some broad jumps, I didn't show them, but I did a little bit of broad jumps, and as soon as I landed I just felt it hurting my lower back. Because yesterday I did triple broad jumps. They felt not too bad, but I wasn't going my max because I knew I had sore back and I wasn't able to, land in that position and give my max output. So it's a little bit frustrating, but we just gotta get on with it. You gotta adjust. Injuries are going to happen in training, instead of just resting and doing nothing, you're better to adjust your training around it and still train, because it's still important to keep going and working out. It's more just for that consistency, because if you get injured and then you can hit you out of whack and end up not training for ages, because then it's just like you just lose that consistency of training. So depends how bad obviously the injury is, but I'm managing to work around this, which I'm quite happy with, because it is really painful sitting down and all that. But when I'm actually working out and moving it, single leg RDLs again felt fine, so that was good. And then the Zercher lateral squats, it was good stretching the hips. Again, didn't really have any pain, which I'm surprised about. But yeah, also obviously it's a great working out outside. Like, I love this environment, I love training outside, it's so much better. Especially here, there's no one to annoy you, there's no one going about, you're just literally on your own, you can do your own workout, don't worry about anything. And obviously when the sun's out, it's ace working out outside, so that was good. Yeah, but that's all there is for today. So again, thank you for watching. Again, if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section. But yeah, I'll see you next time.